What's up, Nets fans, and welcome to episode 5 of BKNetsNation. In today's episode, we bring you the gift and the curse of the last two Nets games. We celebrate recording 5 episodes, discuss the future of BKNetsNation, and look ahead to Sunday's game versus Denver. Are you ready, Nets Nation? Let's get it. What's going on, Nets fans? Episode number 5. We are here. You can check us out on iTunes, SoundCloud, Spreaker, iHeartRadio after this episode. And check us out on our website at 12and70sports.com. And also check us out on Twitter at NetsNationBK. And I'd like to introduce at D Rivera, BKNN. What's going on, Danny?
What's up, Mike? What's up on that, fans?
What's going on, everyone? So here we are, episode 5. A big deal. A year to start doing this, and within like a week and a half, we're up to 5 episodes. We're going strong. We're getting better, fixing the audio quality, and we're chugging along here. So before we get started and we jump into the gift, which is the first part of tonight, just want to give a quick shout out to a few people. Again, Renegade Music Group, for all the drops and the beats, and he's still sending more. He's a great dude. Check him out, renegademusicgroup.org. Ray Sean, I know you're listening. Thank you for the verse. It'll be back on starting episode number 6. You the man. Continue recording for me, because you got them. You got the tracks for me. I know you do. Chris, the bear. Thank you, because without you, we would sound like $50. Right now, we sound like $1 million. So shout out to the bear down in. I'm not going to say where he lives because that would just be wrong. But thanks, bear. You are the best. All right, Danny. The future of BK Nets Nation. So what do you think? Let me get your opinion on these. We do a live show on YouTube.
Well, we're getting a lot of love.
We are,
which is great. And the next part, which will challenge us to make the show even better for the listeners and for Nets fans and even NBA fans. Hopefully, will become to the critical part when we start to get kind of held to what we say and people become critical. And I'm excited for that phase. A few episodes down the line once we start getting some more viewers and some more listeners.
Yeah, definitely share it if you're listening to this episode or any episode of BK Nets Nation. Of course, we thank you. But definitely share it, spread the word to your fellow Net fan friends. Again, we're also going to be working on our 50 top players of all time, since this is the 50th anniversary of our beloved Nets. And I know you have some sort of a degree in writing, so I definitely think we need to visit a potential Nets history blog. I know you got them writing skills. I've seen you write incident reports in the past.
Yeah. Texting has completely
yeah, I know.
Killed all writing skills.
Absolutely. I mean, I can't write a poop face emoji. I can't even draw that stuff. I can just literally write. We can have a conversation in just emojis, you and I.
Say that again. I didn't hear that last part.
We can definitely have a full conversation in just emojis.
Oh, and they'd be the waviest conversation.
Absolutely.
I just spend an infinite amount of time just laughing at our emojis.
Middle finger, wave, wave, wave.
Yeah, right.
Fire. It's the world we live in, Danny. It's the world we work in too.
Yeah.
It's what we deal with. All right, so we're going to start off. So this episode is appropriately named The Gift and the Curse, because I think that's the only way you can really describe the last 2 games. Wednesday night was the gift. Tonight, the curse. There's many more ways to put it, but we're not going to use that form of language about speaking about tonight's game. So we're going to get to that in part 2 of BK Nets Nation, episode 5. So let's jump in. Nets with the... You know how interested I was in this game? They were down 11-2, and I fell asleep at 8:15, and I woke up like 3:30 in the morning from falling asleep so early, and they won 112-107. And I had like 4 missed text messages from you.
You left me in the loneliest place a net fan can be.
1 is the loneliest number. You are 100% right.
The most back and forth game, excitement, punches to the gut, and you are nowhere to be found.
I was
thank
out.
you for leaving me all alone.
Yeah, sorry about that. I don't know. I had no confidence that they were going to win. I really didn't. I mean, the episode that we recorded prior to the game, we pretty much said Cleveland a lot, Nets a little, and that was the way it was going to go down. So, by far, a statement win early on. I don't remember last year if we had any statement wins. I don't know if you do. I didn't really look. It would just seem like they were so few and far between with massive losing streaks. But to win a game like this early on, and what can you say, LeBron? Triple-double. Kyle Korver almost beat us single-handedly the way he was shooting in the second half. I mean, LeBron gets a triple-double and we still win. You know? And it, like you said, the back-and-forth action, it was gut-wrenching watching it the next morning at work. Couldn't do any work.
Well, just quick question, kind of, jumping into one of the points you made. Someone tweeted at me that this was a top 5 Brooklyn Net game, and I laughed and scoffed at that notion, and I went back in time and thought about top 5 Brooklyn Net game in the Barclays, and yeah, I can't think of 4 better games. I mean, I can't think of 5 better games. I thought of 4. And
what are those 4?
This might be one of the top 5 wins in our short history in Brooklyn.
What are those 4?
I had the first win against the Knicks, that first game in Brooklyn against the Knicks. I had game 1 against the Bulls. I had game 4 against the Hawks. I had game 4 against the Hawks, and then I had game 6 against the Raptors in that playoff series, and I couldn't think of another one.
I'm trying to think of regular. I mean, I don't know some of the buzzer beaters Joe Johnson had.
Yeah,
I mean, I don't know if they were big games, because we're just so bad, you know. I mean,
yeah.
The playoff games, you're right. I mean, but regular season, this is probably one of the most surprising and biggest ones. I mean, we've also gone on the road. But, again, it's not in Barclays. But, I mean, we've gone on the road and beaten Oklahoma City and went on a run. The Kevin Garnett, Paul Pierce year. We kind of turned our season around in OKC. We've done that several times, actually, where we've gone into OKC and kind of turned our season around. But with this team being so young and so many new pieces to come out, you know, it's like we said, it's one thing to beat Orlando and Atlanta. You know, we're probably in that pack of teams. So we'll beat up on each other. But to come out and beat the 3-time Eastern Conference champ, the best player in the world, probably the deepest team in the NBA, probably deeper than Golden State, to come out and beat them, and the way in which we did it. I mean, they punched, we counterpunched. You know, they knock us down, we got up, we beat the 10 count, and then they came back and they knocked us down again, we got up, and it was just back and forth. And it was really a balanced, I mean, Dinwiddie with 22, Hollis Jefferson with 19. He was just fantastic. He was everywhere. Both ends. With the block on LeBron.
Yeah, he balled. I early on I kind of got a sense that LeBron was keeping us at bay and trying to get his team to play a different style. I don't think he was happy with the way they played. But I don't think he nor the coaching staff or, you know, the roster in general expected us to play that well. You know, Kevin Love said, you know, they let it fly. They drive the ball, drive and kick, and then they play up tempo. They use it as a weapon and showed that tonight. So I don't think people expect us to you know, shoot it at the clip that we do and hit. I mean, Spencer Dinwiddie shot from, you know, the Marcy projects and hit from deep.
For real. That's that Steph Curry influence.
Yeah.
I mean, we heaved up 46 3-pointers. 46, most in franchise history. That's crazy.
To give us a little bit more credit than that, we won the game. We didn't lose.
No,
We
we won
we
it.
didn't let the Cavs
Absolutely.
lose the game.
Yes.
We outplayed them down the stretch.
Yes.
We both missed free throws, which I'm sure we'll get into as well. But we had a lot of hustle plays. We did a good job of closing out on defense. Which I don't understand why teams don't take a bigger approach when it comes to LeBron freight training down the lane. Foul him, put him on the line. He has shown a tendency to not be comfortable at the free throw line, and we I didn't think it was a foul, but we got him, and that's another thing. The refs were atrocious.
Yes, they were.
They give LeBron too much respect.
They bowed down to him.
Yeah, that was one of the things that I kept texting you, and you weren't responding, but
you did.
I do think that now there's some respect, leaning towards our way. LeBron said everyone's talking about the pick that they own now, and he even said, I don't even think that's going to be that good of a pick. So I think people are starting to see what we could do when we play
our style of basketball. Yep.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I mean, the numbers are close except for the 3-point. They shot 52% in the fourth. Because, again, a lot of net games, and this is a reoccurring theme, except for tonight's game. Close in the fourth quarter, and we got to find ways to win. You know, and we're winning games. We're not, no one's handing us a victory. We're going out there, we're taking it. So we, fourth quarter, shot 47%, shot 60% from three, 6 of 10. Dinwiddie with 2 of the biggest threes of the night. And yet Cleveland outscored us in the fourth, and we were able to hang on and win. They doubled us up, points in the paint in the fourth, but we don't quit. And it was balanced all around. Damari Carroll with a great game, and he continues to just be everywhere. Joe Harris with big shots, 3 of 7 from three. He comes out. His shooting has gotten so much better since he joined us. You watch him now; he does look like a little Kyle Korver. He said, I'm not putting him in that category, but you watch him come off screens, he's ready to shoot. That ball literally is in his hands for what, 2 seconds?
One of the things that impressed me the most was we didn't seem frazzled with when in the middle of the fourth quarter when LeBron said, "Okay, enough's enough. Let me get mine. Let's come back and win this game." We didn't seem we didn't seem like the moment was too big for us. And I know it's October, and who cares about a 3-3 team, a 3-2 team, or two teams are actually going to be 3-2. Who cares? They're not going to make the playoff. But for us, this is obviously a bigger game. And Dinwiddie, who kept us calm and kept moving the offense, he said to himself, he doesn't wake up and what was that face you just made?
No, thought I lost something on the computer.
He said he doesn't wake up and he's not overwhelmed by playing LeBron. It's just another game. So I appreciate that because we've seen how many blown leads have we blown in
it was the story of last year. We were in a lot of games in the fourth quarter, and then Mike Fratello said it tonight with about 6-7 minutes left. Then everything goes south, and that happened countless times. And he was rattling off a bunch of games, but this year that's not happening.
No, and one of the things that I don't think this is going to be a indication of how we're going to play defense the rest of the year. But we did force 21 turnovers, and a lot of that had to do with LeBron. He committed 8 himself, and you're never going to see that again, where he just plays that sloppy game. But defensively, when the offense you're playing against isn't playing well, it makes you look better, and we look good on defense, especially against LeBron.
Yeah, no, definitely. Kevin Love, 4 of 13. That's kind of surprising. Jay Crowder only took 3 shots. But he's not there for offense. But, J.R. Smith, 1 of 9, 0 of 5 from 3. Wow.
Well, to put something in perspective, I don't know if you saw the night before they had Channing Frye. Maybe it was the night after they had Channing Frye like in a cab like at 5 a.m.
I saw that tweet.
And he said that the reason they lost is because they were partying too much. Did you see that?
Yeah. He was complaining that we lost, and
Yeah,
he only played like 4 or 5 minutes.
yeah. Well, whether true or not, listen, you guys are grown men, you're professionals.